Okay. So Kostya's gonna be back in a minute, he said?
Yeah, he's good. That guy's always late, too.
Yeah.
He's always late, man. We're all waiting for him, man. We're all waiting for
You're
him.
always so
You know,
impatient, Jesse.
well, dude, I lived in Germany for a while, man, and those people, they drilled it into me, man. They're
Yeah.
like, if you're not here on time, that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
And then you get nailed, dude. You get socially crucified and stuff, dude. But Kostya,
As you should. As you
well, we're
should.
gonna send him to Europe, I think. Just he's going to Europe now. Maybe he'll get. I
Right.
don't know if he's going Northern Europe
Man,
though,
we're
man,
all
because those
waiting for him.
people in the South, they don't care either, dude. They
Yeah.
don't care. Yeah,
Yeah, he's going where? He's playing in Reykjavik. I don't know what the culture's like there.
yeah, you can't be
Never
late
been.
there. But he's going also to Italy. You can be as late as you want there, but
Yeah, I bet.
you could show up late to the round. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Kostya, come on. We got to start the meeting. We've got kids waiting for us at
We got
any
kids,
day.
buddy. You're a billionaire of time. Get in here, bud. Get in here. What are you doing?
I guess a billionaire doesn't value a nickel.
That's true, man. That's why he can be late because he's like, oh, it's just 15 minutes. Doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Should we start on something without him? Is there anything we don't need his vote for?
Well, there's exciting stuff to talk about today, dude.
Yeah.
We have a very interesting guest. I think is going to come on the pod. I've more than one, I think, dude.
Yeah.
So, by the way, the pod, dude, you start doing well, like we've been doing with the pod, and then all of a sudden you get all these people wanting to come on the pod, and it's like,
Yeah.
holy moly!
And you've changed your mind about the guests, right? Because we're about to do one today with
Yeah, we're gonna
Matan
do
and
one
then
today.
scheduling two more.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing all kinds of guests. Yeah, before I didn't really dig it to because we've had some blowhards come in,
Right.
some blowhards come in and then they just on their soapbox and then that's no fun.
Right. Good
There's Coast
morning, Coast. Yeah.
always late for the meeting, bud. What are you doing? What
Sorry,
are you
sorry,
doing,
sorry,
buddy?
sorry. No, it's just I thought it was later. My bad.
Yeah.
My
Well,
bad.
he's up before noon. I guess we should be thankful.
Yeah, actually it's the first for me this month. So
Yeah.
how about that?
Well, I
Well,
wonder how
now
it's gonna work for him when the time zones change, Jesse. Like 9 hours later, is that gonna wake him up or not?
I'm actually very good at dealing with jet lag, and the secret is that I'm always tired. So I can just sleep whenever.
Whenever it's the current nighttime wherever you are,
Yeah, yeah,
Or
that's true. Yeah,
or the
actually.
current 9, 10, 11 a.m.
Yeah, Reykjavik is it's ahead. It's like 6 hours. It's a bit of a, I remember, yeah, having to stay up all night there once or twice.
Yeah.
It's not so easy.
Okay, scheduling. It's like easy, but also a nightmare. We just have to find a time that works for us and our guests. Jesse and I were just talking while you were, whatever, getting more avocado toast. We were just talking about how Jesse's liking the pods with guests more and more
Yeah,
nowadays. But
yeah, we should do more guests.
yeah, the Regan one was great, and we've got more guests coming up. But I just wanted to say I thought one of the recent ones with a guest wasn't good, so we shouldn't
Wait,
we
wait,
shouldn't
which
necessarily
guest
go
you
crazy
didn't you like?
with all of them. I don't like Elizabeth Vickery. She's been my friend for like 20 years, but like, oh God,
I was listening to it. It was lovely.
you thought it was
I
okay?
was just listening to it. Yeah, I felt bad that I missed it. I thought it was wonderful. You were not a fan, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I thought the Regan one went well, and I'm glad that Jesse's open to having guests, but I think like, we have to be careful and keep the quality up. Anyway.
Well,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
I got somebody lined up, man. We got a couple people. Let me tell you about this one
Yeah.
thing now.
Okay, well, first the
Um,
easy one. We have
yeah,
to do one just us this week after the one with
yeah.
Matan. Do you guys want to
Hmm.
do tomorrow around this time?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
let's
do
do
that,
tomorrow.
dude.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay, and
And
by
that's gonna
noon
be like
Eastern Coastia, we mean 11:30 Eastern.
11:30 Eastern?
Yeah,
Okay. So it's 10:30
10:30 in
my
some
time,
places. Yeah,
Central. Okay. That means I have to wake up like 10:20 at the latest.
yes, yes, at the latest.
All right.
Okay, I'll put that in my calendar. Jesse, who's the great guest that you were talking about?
Oh, dude, yeah, yeah, this is gonna blow us up, man. So, you guys seen this new show, Adolescence, on
No.
Netflix? Oh, amazing, dude, amazing. Anyways, this guy gets a negative shout out in Adolescence as like contributing to the protagonist's like manosphere. He's a young kid and he's trying to learn what it means to be a dude. And so this dude that we're gonna have on our show is held responsible for this kid's kind of crime in a way, or at least partly the motivating influence behind the kid's drive and stuff. I don't know if it's fair or whatever, but all right, let me just I'm telling you. All right,
Wait, so he's a chess player, or
I found the show.
I would say he's a chess player. I
It
would say
says
he's a
it
chess
says
player.
Elon Musk slams Netflix series Adolescence. You're not seriously bringing Elon on. I hate that dude.
No, not Elon, dude. Not
Oh,
Elon. I think this guy that we're going to bring on is way, well, Elon's pretty divisive, but this guy we're bringing on maybe even more so, dude.
really?
Maybe more so.
More
Yeah. Yeah.
divisive than a fascist tearing our country in half.
All right. So let me just break it down how this happened. All right. So back in the day, all right, back in the day when I was a kid and I would play, the sad American opens all over the country.
Yep.
Uh, dude, this dude, Emery Tate, would come and hang out
Mm-hmm.
with me and the other, like for example, at the US Junior, he
Yeah.
would come and hang out.
Yep.
And dude, he was like this buff dude, you know?
Oh
He
yeah.
was like this buff dude, and
I've played
he
him
was
too, but
talking
Kostya
shit
might
all
be
the
too
time.
young.
What's that?
I've played him too, but Kostya might be too young.
Oh yeah,
no?
Kostya.
I never played Emery. I saw him at tournaments though.
You saw him at
Actually,
tournament.
his last game was at the club I used to work at, Bay Area Chess Club.
Oh,
Right, dude. Right. So, anyways, back in the day, he at the end, I don't think he was not doing well. But before that, he had been, it's a real complicated story. No one exactly knows, like CIA and stuff.
hmm.
And he learned Russian and all this, special ops kind of thing. And he looked it too. He
Yeah.
looked it. He would always be talking shit. And he was one
Yeah.
of these players who didn't like learn from the books. He was just wanted to show his games and talk shit. And I think he read Art of Attack by Vukovic. I think that was the main thing
The
the
one,
guy did.
the one book.
That was the one book he read, dude. And that was what he was all about, too. And he wasted a couple GMs and like he would go around and show those games again and again and again.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got to be friends with the guy. And then later, Diane Shabazz wrote a book about him and I reviewed it on the channel. And then I just got this email, dude, from his son, Andrew Tate,
Oh,
dude.
I knew it was going there.
You did, dude? I was kind of
Once you
surprised.
started talking about Emery, I figured it out.
You did, dude?
Andrew Tate emailed you?
Yeah, dude. He wants to come on the pod and talk about his dad and stuff, man. Isn't that amazing?
About his dad.
Yeah, we talk about
Not
his
about.
dad and chess. He's not a bad chess player himself, dude. You know?
Okay.
And
I don't
so
know.
I thought, oh
I don't
yeah,
know if we can have Andrew Tate on the pod,
why
dude.
not, dude? Why not, man?
Didn't
He's a
he like?
chess
I mean,
player. He's the
Ferrugia
son
got
of
in
a
trouble
chess
for
player.
like posting about the guy. Do you remember that? Like Ferrugia
No,
was
I
just
didn't even know about that.
Ferrugia nearly got because they showed up at the Grand Chess Tour event in Romania, the two brothers,
Uh-huh.
and then Ferrugia kind of fangirled about it a little bit, and then people got mad at him just for fangirling.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't.
I don't know.
I don't know too much. I don't read all the news. Kostya might know more, but didn't they like traffic underage women or
Who knows, dude? Think about it though. We had Kramnik on the show. Wasn't that guy's weird too? Maybe some people don't like him. Fine, have him on the show. Let him talk about it, dude.
But as far as I know, Kramnik's not a sex trafficker.
Well, also, dude, not proven, first of all. And second of all, let me just tell you why I think this is interesting. Because to me, one of the most astonishing things, no one else is talking about this, but he wants to talk about it with us, and I want to talk about it, and that is, we all have relationships with our father, right? We all have this thing going on with our dad and
Yeah.
influenced us in ways that maybe we don't entirely understand. We're different from our dad, but there's some like weird thing about the dude, and you're like, is that me? Is that inside me too? Anyways, so with Emery and Andrew, dude, they're like carbon copy, dude. Carbon copy. They're both like these buff dudes. They talk shit. They're in your face, and so whatever else he's done, I don't know. I mean, the thing was, Emery was kind of like that too. He didn't have the same level of fame.
Uh-huh.
He was famous in the chess world for sure, but it wasn't
Right.
like it didn't never went beyond that. And honestly, I think that if Emery had lived in our times, he would have been as famous as his son because he said some funny shit, man. He would say some funny shit, and people were obsessed with him.
Yeah.
And rightly so. He was this character. Anyway, so I think we should have him on the show. But I don't. It's not even a question. Of course, we should have him on the show.
Maybe we should think about it a little bit more.
Uh
Yeah, I feel like we should vote on this. I mean, I don't know. I would.
I'm not sure.
He's a big guy. He's a big guy for sure. But it's like he's kind of a jerk. He's kind of a jerk.
we don't we can have jerks on our show. It doesn't mean anything, you know. Why
That's
why won't we
true.
have a jerk on our
I mean, we
show?
had Kramnik on.
We had Kramnik on, dude. That was
But that was
we even allowed
that
him
was
the
before,
platform.
he really,
It was
We
it was
allowed him.
just before he fully jumped the shark or whatever
No,
it is that
he
Danny
had jumped
says.
that shark, dude, when we had him on, dude. He had jumped that shark hard. He had always already he was in
Yeah.
midair, dude. He was
I
like
guess
fully
so.
vaulted.
Yeah.
midair. Oh, yeah. Oh man, but this is a different level. I mean, this like
Okay.
that's wild.
So why don't you give Coasty and I a day to think about it, and tomorrow when we do our other podcast, we can schedule it with them
Oh man.
if we
Dude,
want to go
I
forward.
feel like you've gone soft on me, dude. I feel
Soft?
like you've gone soft. Yeah.
I'm the same as ever, Jesse.
No, I
No,
mean,
dude.
Jesse, you could do it, yourself with him and then post it on a non-affiliated,
Come on, what are you
dojo
talking about?
channel and we could
This
just,
guy's
just see
famous. What
how
do
it.
you do? Why wouldn't you take him on the show, dude? Give me a break. He's the son of Emery Tate, an American chess legend who wants to talk about chess. He doesn't want to talk about all the other stuff. He just wants to talk about his old man and chess and, back in the olden times. I
Yeah.
mean, think about it. When your dad's a carbon copy of you,
Hmm.
you want access. He didn't grow up with his dad, dude. He was, alienated from the dude because he was out
Yeah.
playing all these tournaments in the US trying to become a GM while he was abandoned with his mom in England, dude.
I mean, there is Coasty, the whole interesting thing that we've never covered on the pod, which is like when there's a parent and a child who are both chess players. You know what I mean? Like that's a
Yeah.
whole like special relationships. Lots of chess players want their kids to play chess and they don't, right? Um, but like every now and then you've got those sort of like parent child, right? Like the Cramlings. Um,
Right, right.
and that is a pretty interesting thing. I've seen some crazy chess parents come into the club with their kids over the years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Me and David's kids don't play chess, dude. They hate it. They're
yeah,
like, I hate my old man. I hate chess. So
I know.
Mm. So it doesn't matter whether you're with them or not with them. Yeah, the kids aren't, they're not always gonna like chess, huh?
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
let's
yeah, let's think about
give
it. Let's
Kostya
put
till the
a
end.
let's put a pin in that one.
Yeah, we'll vote on it tomorrow. Meanwhile, we have Sutowski and Nielsen already confirmed that they want to come on and sort of
Yeah,
hash it
that
out.
I'm into. Big debate.
I think Kostya would be the best one of us to moderate that.
okay.
I can absolutely moderate this. I have read every single tweet between Sutowski and Nielsen. I've categorized them.
I meant because you're relatively good at keeping the peace. I think of the three of
Oh,
us, you're the most level-headed,
yeah.
I guess.
And I'm very neutral, very neutral too. I feel like Nielsen, he often has a point, but then sometimes it's a little bit too much. And I feel like Sitowski is kind of in the right, So I feel
Sutowski's
like I
never in
could
the
be
right, dog,
a
but
very,
it's good if
I
you
feel
have
like,
that
see,
opinion.
that's why I should moderate. That's
It's
why.
good. It's good.
Like,
It's good if you've got that. I don't know, Jesse. Do you want to be on this show too, or do you think Coast is enough for that one?
Oh, I would. Yeah, I'll just be hanging out in the background listening. I mean, honestly, you invite two tigers on like that, they're just going to be yelling at each other the whole time.
Right. It's
Wait,
not
you
like
think
any
we're
of
going to
us
be
is
able
going
to
to say
moderate
anything.
it? They'll be yelling at each other the whole time, man.
I think they'll be
Why did
able
they
to keep
choose
it
us, dude? Why did they choose us,
respectful.
man? I guess like Kramnik, no one else would take him, man. No one else wanted to hear that feud, dude.
Yeah.
Dang.
No, they'll be cool. I mean, Emil for sure. I feel like in interviews he's quite polished. He's cordial. I mean, he doesn't crash out. Maybe once in a while, but mostly he's very respectful. And Peter, okay, you can get a little excited, but I think we'll be able to keep
Peter's
it,
pissed, dude. I haven't read
keep it
all the
cold.
tweets, dude, but they're pissed. He's pissed
Oh yeah.
talking about it.
Well, there's
All right.
there's a
So
lot of stuff.
Guys, we
Yeah.
got a lot of topics. So, Kostya, the next step is you send your schedule to Jack, and I'll have Jack uh, set it up with Sutovsky and Nielsen. I'll give him their
All
Yeah.
email
Sounds
right.
good.
Yeah, yeah,
addresses,
yeah.
and he can set up the time. The next thing we need to talk about are the tactics requirements. I know we've already argued about them for like 3 days. Sorry, Jesse. But it would be good if we made a decision now. I mean, we've stewed about it for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. Do we
Let's just
remove
make it
all
easy, dude.
tactics from the program, or do we ramp it up 10x?
Do we put the hidden tasks in, Kostya, like the extra
Or,
books?
dude, just be like, we just keep it as it is. It's easier. Don't even want to mess with it, dude. It's too much work. Just leave it as it
You
is, dude.
always make us do more work.
Just it's too much, dude. I can't even
Really?
talk more yet.
I think
Yeah.
I think maybe the best solution for now would be we make the escalator of tactics books,
That's good.
but we hide them. We hide like 2 extra books per level.
Yeah, I don't know. I support more tactics. The people need to do tactics. I mean, they're truly, truly.
Yeah. But like if they've played their games, right? If they unlock the hidden
Yeah, yeah, they got to
tasks.
play games as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was
Yeah, you
your
got to
idea
play some
originally
games. Hmm.
to have hidden.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. I'm into that. I'm still into that for sure.
Jesse, any chance you'd come around?
No, no more hidden tasks, dude.
No.
Mm-mm.
2 books per level hidden, Kostya. Is that enough for you?
Um, yeah, yeah. So they start with like two tactics books. They do those. They play their games, and then they get like two more tactics books if they haven't graduated yet.
Right. I mean, the lower cohorts, they'll have basically like a piece of Polgar and a piece of the chess workbook, right? That'll be like what they see at first. If they
Yeah,
finish that and they've played their games, then they'll get the next book. And when they finish that, then they'll get the next book. So, like, one at a time would appear in the tactics bucket.
yeah.
Okay. Jesse,
Yeah, dude, and I
can
think we
we
just add
can we
more
vote
too.
or are you too mad?
No, I'm down. We'll just add more too. I like the hidden things because then it just pops up and it's like, "Ah, you thought you were done. Here I am. Here I am, baby. Taste me." That's what I want it to be, man. You thought you were done with your little tactics thing. You aren't done, buddy. You got a little bit more work to do. Give
Yeah.
me a break here.
Yeah. All right. Taste me it is. So we actually agreed on this thing finally.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put
Okay,
it
so when
in
they
the
finish a
notes.
book, we're gonna give them a big pop-up that says "Taste Me," and it's
Oh
gonna
no,
be
no,
AI Jesse.
Yeah,
not
dude.
Jesse's
Yeah.
dojo coach
Taste
idea.
me. That's right, dude.
It
Yeah.
sounds great. I mean, if I saw that, I honestly that would be such a motivator. If every time I like updated a page or I did a puzzle, AI
Okay.
Jesse pops up. I mean, we could just it could be like a fresh generation. We
I
just
know.
give the
Yeah.
AI Jesse's face, and then it just turns him into a new character every time, and then it just says something.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would like that too, but like, there might be a few people in the program who get bothered for whom it's too much. No.
Dude, the AI is strong enough now. It's not just going to be an image of my face anymore. My face will move, dude. I'll
It'll be
tell
like,
you some stuff, dude. Yeah,
taste
no,
me.
it'll seem real, like I'm there, just right
Okay.
there on your
So
desktop.
Yeah, we could definitely get AI Jesse saying "Taste Me."
Yeah,
okay. So
that's
when
what
Yeah,
I'll
add
just
that to
get real big on the screen.
Jack's list for
Yeah,
sure.
dude, put that on Jack's list, bud.
to make the Jesse AI face.
Yeah.
Okay. When all tactics requirements are made, I'm still typing the note
Yeah.
in our notes. You get one oh okay, and games played. You get the first of 2 hidden tactics books. Unlocked / revealed. Okay, then taste me Jesse face.
It's like big and gnarly, dude,
Right.
coming at you.
Mhm.
When
I want
you
it to like be
finish
real small, like a pinpoint of me, and then just like get bigger and bigger in your scream, and then I just come out, taste me
You're
like
just
that.
being silly, man.
No, dude, Jack can do that for us,
I
dude.
know he can.
Jack can set that up, dude.
Okay, Jesse, let me finish
Oh,
with
look,
that.
okay, I know I was kind of against having Tate on the pod, but if, we somehow got him to just like mention that like Dojo is like a cool platform, on his like Insta or something like
Yeah,
that,
dude.
that we didn't have anything to do with that, right? That's just him kind of like, I don't know, that could be cool. Anyways, I just wanted to
He's all
just
about the
mention that.
dojo, buddy.
True, true, true.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that I think does it for tactics. I can't believe we finally agreed on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the landing page. So did everybody look at where is this thing?
Mm.
Did everybody look at this sort of like draft of the content that could go on the landing page?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Maybe you've already discussed it in the HQ. I don't know.
We discussed it in the last meeting a bit.
Okay.
but
But
we gotta
Oh,
figure
so you
out
already
how we're
started
gonna
on it.
we gotta figure out how we're gonna promote kick.com on that page though, but we haven't talked about that.
that's true. Actually, we got to add the
Yes.
kick.com thing.
That's next. But what did you guys already say about the landing page material? Like, how do you feel about the order here?
I thought it was good actually. Okay,
Look
there are
here.
some comments on there
Yeah.
that I think we came up with, and yeah, overall actually I think actually it looks pretty good. We just kind of need I feel like I need to see it before I can really judge it.
hmm I feel like above this part here about signing up and exploring the program, we should put in the like what is the chess dojo overview, right? The like it's a community, it's 3 teachers, it's a training program, it's free content on Twitch, YouTube, Discord. I feel like 2 to 3 sentences, just like the big picture of the thing, even though the website is mainly dedicated to the training program. Like, just for anyone who clicks there, just be like, very quickly, this is what we are.
Um, yeah, yeah, sounds good. Mm, we got to mention kick somewhere though.
Yeah, dude,
At some
kick's got a
point,
Okay.
feature, man.
Okay.
which I think is gonna
Um.
be hard. Actually, maybe we should just talk about that because like that's gonna be that's another thing, people are not gonna be happy about.
Okay. But
Oh,
so
come off it, dude. What do you mean? We're gonna have the kick.com dojo circuit. They're gonna
yeah,
sponsor that,
yeah.
dude. You
Sure,
know?
I'm all, I'm
That
all
should
for it. I'm
feature
just
right
saying we
there,
have
man.
to, we just have to approach it with some delicateness.
Okay.
I'm all
So
for
you're
it.
saying you're
Talking about
saying
delicateness.
put in the overview about Chess Dojo at the top here between the nav and the sign up, and
Hmm.
then just ask Jack to go ahead and do like a mock up of it so we can actually look at the thing now with the content as listed.
Yeah.
And Jesse, you were
Yeah.
cool with the order of the content as far as you could see from just sort of it being typed up
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure I'll have a bunch more feedback once it's like visible and I see it and I'm like, oh, actually maybe this should be here, maybe this should be here.
I
But
mean,
I
now
feel
that
like it's a
Kick
good
is
start.
sponsoring us, dude, I feel like it just can be a whole new web page, you know?
Okay.
It
All
might
right.
be new. Maybe we should ask them to design it
They
for
might,
us,
they could help us, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
they could help us out.
I'll ask Jack to do like a first version of it at least.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
Jack.
but also have him email Kick to see if they'd be willing to help us
If they have
design it.
input about where they want to place there. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to
Yeah, because they
understand
can be
it can't
particular.
be like too prominent right away given the community that we
Of
have
course.
built up to this point.
Oh, come off of it, dude. Jeez, Melise, they're helping us out, dude. Why are you so afraid? What are people? What's the problem?
Um, just like it could be a little abrupt, these changes.
Yeah, I mean it's quite a pivot, to like I mean I'm not saying we're going to be sending people to slot machines, but we're kind of supposed to be going that direction, and like
Yeah.
they're going to want us to start
Yeah, let's
funneling.
go
Like
for it,
Kick
man.
and Lee Chess and a new site redesign and Dojo 4.0, right? Basically in a month. It's going to be a bit much. And sometimes people struggle with any change, regardless of how good or bad it might be.
Maybe we should just do it all at once. Like if we switch to kick and Lee chess at the same time, people
Right.
will be mad at us about the kick, but the Lee chess will
But
give us a
happy.
bit of goodwill because Lee
Yeah.
chess, open source and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So that
So
might
we have
kind
to
of
ask.
balance out, actually. We might end up evening out in terms of
Yeah.
the.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we
I
could
think
have the
May 1st
Tate
is a
pod come out
fine.
too, man. Yeah.
I think May 1st, right? Dojo 4.0. Like, I don't think there's anything delaying us from switching to kick and lead chess on that day, but let's take it one at a time. So, kick. Costa, you were talking with them. What are they? Tell us more about what they're offering and asking.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up, but okay, it's like pretty simple deal. We stream on their platform. We can't stream on Twitch or YouTube. We just stream on Kick exclusively. Just all of our regular shows.
Wait, so
Um,
no more YouTube streams either?
yeah, it's got to be exclusive. I mean, I think you can actually they're kind of cool. Like you can do some YouTube streams, but like they don't want you to do like Kick and YouTube. They want you to do like Kick exclusive streams. So streams
Oh,
on Kick, and then
so
so like our usual stuff, the grad shows, the viewer arenas, and then
yeah,
like a couple shows, a couple gambling shows, just like a couple per month from each of
okay,
us, but
okay,
just a
that's a
few.
lot.
And it
But
could
hang
be
on,
any kind of gambling. It could be poker, it could be slots, it could be like a chess gambling thing. Like they're thinking about doing like a chess gambling game. You could play that. Um,
Yeah.
okay, I like new
I'll
games,
waste you at
but
blackjack, buddy. I will tear you up.
I'll be dealer.
I I believe you, Jesse. I don't have any practice with that. Um, but I think like the YouTube has been bringing us like a fair number of users. So if we want to keep doing YouTube streams, it's going to be more. It's going to mean more work, basically.
Dude, YouTube has just been like Chess.com. They ain't helping us at all, dude. Those people just, they just take all our content. We put a little chess.com thing on all our streams. They don't help us out at all. That's why we're leaving them, dude. Same reason we got to leave YouTube. We got to get a fresh start, man.
But YouTube does get us new users.
I don't know, man.
Well, a little bit. I don't know.
This is a great new start for us, dude.
I'm kind of with Jesse.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I feel like the YouTube actually it's dying, It's just slowly dying. No one's on
Dying,
YouTube
dude.
anymore. There's no comments. I go to our videos, no comments, no likes. People don't even give a thumbs up. I mean, it's free
There's
to give a thumbs up to a video. No one does it. They
And
can't
even
even
if
be
we
bothered.
do get a
It's too
video that
much.
has a lot of views, we still will make like $1 on it, dude. Give me a break.
I know we make $1, but like the point is we're getting more people. One day we might get some money from it. There's definitely people watching the videos.
Dude, Kick will have so many more viewers for us, like a whole new audience.
Uh-huh.
And dude, just the horizon there once we get on there, man, it's amazing.
Okay.
And
And
we finally get a little bit of money too.
how many you mentioned that we have to do a certain number of shows where we gamble, Kostya? How many
Yeah,
do we have to do?
like two gambling shows a month from each of us because they want like our different perspectives on like gambling and stuff. And
Hmm.
in fact, they're even cool, David, if you hate on the gambling while you're doing it, as long as you're still doing it.
There you go.
So you could even, yeah, be against it the whole time.
Oh, that's perfect. I'll stream it 10 times a month then. You're sure?
The-
Wait, you don't like
yeah,
Has
yeah.
anybody
gambling,
told
bro?
you like even we can trash it?
Well, of course it came up. I was like, David's never gonna go for the gambling thing, and they're like, well, he doesn't have to like it as long as there's some kind of gambling game being shown on the screen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, they don't
Thanks for
care.
bringing that
They'll,
up, Kostya.
Well, you got a
Um,
problem with gambling, bud?
yeah. I mean, for one thing, I've never done it because I'm against it. Like,
Well, why are you against it?
because people can become addicted to it and ruin their lives.
yeah, I
Is
mean
it,
that's fair. It's fair.
is this like a communist thing or what is it, man?
It's definitely a communist thing. It might be also a non-communist thing. Like, I
Hmm.
feel like there's probably other people in society who aren't communist who also don't think gambling is good.
But I think about this YouTube stuff, even our shorts, like we're trying to get people
Oh, the
addicted
shorts.
to our content in these little snippets of stuff.
That's true.
That's pretty toxic too, bro.
Well, yes, I
So
know. I've been outvoted on that shit too,
Yeah,
Jesse. Thank you
to be
very
fair,
much.
David's also against that. So he is consistent. Yeah.
And now there's like these stupid shorts of me up there too, and like every now and then, like I log into YouTube to check on something, and it like shows my face. So I'm like, God damn it! So I click on it to see what's up there, and then there's people like clowning on it, like, what's this guy saying? It was so, incoherent and what kind of a point is he trying to make? I'm like, well, they cut like 15 seconds of me talking. How coherent is it supposed to be?
Oh, dude,
I would
I
kill for
uploaded
some
like
incoherent
20 new
comments.
shorts of you this morning, buddy. I uploaded those, man. I gave the green check mark on those, man. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, make sure you watch those, by the way, multiple times and give them a thumbs up so that YouTube knows just,
You want me to
how
rewatch my own shorts that
Yeah,
I
dude.
hate and thumbs up my own shorts?
Hmm.
I'm never
I'll
thumbs upping a short
put on
twice.
a short, on my phone and then just leave my phone in another room, go do some work, come back, it's still playing, and then yeah, just keep going.
What do you mean it's still playing? It's like 15 seconds long. Why would you need to leave it for the video to finish?
No, because the video replays when
Right,
you're
dude.
done with it. So I just leave it. I just leave it on, get
Right.
some views up. I'm sure everyone does it. I'm
Wait a
sure
minute,
everyone
wait a
does
minute.
it.
You're saying if you open a short and don't close it, it plays multiple times and each of those times counts as another view?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's not like an extra view, but they count it as like how long you stayed. So most people will click off of a short by like 50% or like 75% or whatever.
Hmm.
But if they're watching for 150%, meaning they watched your short 1.5 times or more, that's pretty good like view duration. Most of our videos, I think, have like, I don't know, our average view duration is like 10 minutes for one of our videos. But that video could be like 30 minutes long or an hour long. So it
Or
gives
it
you like,
could be
it's like
30 seconds long and somebody just left it like running in the other room while they were cooking or something.
that doesn't happen too often. That's mostly probably just like me and Jack and DM Hokie doing that.
Okay, but you're saying people
Jalp as
could do
well.
that.
Yeah,
So when Levy
yeah.
says I got like 1 billion hours of my videos watched last month, he just has like a farm somewhere that he's like
He's got some
purchased.
super fans that are probably watching
They're
his
not even
his clips a
fans, they're
lot.
just people he's paying probably. It's probably just like a farm.
Well,
Yeah, dude.
I
But
mean,
you heard about that
that would
place
be
in India
smart.
he has,
Yeah,
right?
that would be smart.
He's got that place in India, and
Smart.
there's a little room. They pack him in, and they watches those videos over and over again all day long. But
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
And
Okay.
maybe one day, we can hire
we
one of those
should do. We
rooms
should
for
be doing that
ourselves. Yeah.
action, man, for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
might
they
be
got
time for me to
actually, yeah, they got
retire.
like multiple devices, iPads running, all playing the same clip. It's pretty cool.
I wish you guys
Um,
had never started these shorts. And Kostya, how much are we talking though here with the sponsorship? Like you said it was game changing for us.
Oh yeah.
they've promised us $27,000 a month.
That's amazing, dude. We
Yeah.
we've been making nothing
Okay.
for years. We finally get a little bit of
Okay.
money. Dude,
It's
It's
not
been
bad.
5 years, I think. I
we need
think
some
it's
cash,
time.
dude.
Yeah.
We need some cash. This is
Some-
bullshit. Yeah.
exactly, some money.
Okay.
And we keep whatever gambling winnings we earn
There you
on top
go.
of that. And if we lose, they'll refund us up to like a certain amount.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you guys are gambling with your money, not with the dojo money.
Uh,
No. It's not like an open bankroll. We're not going to make $27,000 and then have you lose $50,000 and then I'm like, Jack, like, where's our money? And no.
No, man, but you
well,
gotta
it's just
understand, I
easier
got
if we have all one big
yeah.
pool.
And
No,
I
no, no,
got
no,
the
no, no.
blackjack
No, no,
skills,
no, no, no.
but
No, no.
I got the
Dojo
skills.
accounts are separate from the gambling accounts.
No, but it'll be fun. We'll have like a collective like dojo like rating,
Yeah.
for our gambling.
Exactamundo, a dojo rating. We could put that on the website too, and it'll
Okay.
show our
I can't
current
tell if you guys
balance
are joking or
on
not,
kick.com.
but
No.
No, I think it's a great idea.
I'm down with the kick sponsorship if this is a joke. But if you guys are going to gamble all our money away, then
What do you mean?
I'll just go back to my own channel,
They're giving us 27 grand a month, boss.
right?
And all we have to
Which
do is
doesn't
gamble
matter
some.
if you lose twice as much. They could give us 100,000 a month. If you lose 200,000, I don't want to be in business with
No,
you.
David, you missed it. They're gonna refund us if we lose. So it's not really
Yeah.
gambling. It's more like a
Yeah.
free roll. It's like
Besides,
they're
dude, I
giving
got a
us, hey,
system.
here's a free lottery ticket.
got a
If you want to scratch it off, here you go. If not,
Yeah,
that's up to you.
I got a system, buddy.
Yeah, Jesse's got a system. It'll be fun. It'll be new
I have friends
content.
who had systems, Jesse. It did not work out for them.
Well, they weren't GMs, were they, buddy?
Oh my god. Some of them were pretty darn good chess players, dude. Yes, and they sucked at losing their money.
I
Okay.
mean, we'll be careful. We'll just say stuff like gambling's not good, be careful. Don't gamble with money you can't afford to lose. That's a good one.
Hmm.
Can I tell our viewers not to gamble?
Yeah,
Can I
I
tell them
mean,
this sucks? I've
As
been
long as
paying the
you're
whole time. Like,
gambling while you
oh, I
say it,
clicked
dude.
on the
yeah,
whatever
you
digital
have to
banana
be
roulette.
there has to be gambling in the on the screen
Right.
while you're dunking on it.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
like gambling. I'm like, oh, this is horrible. I hate this. Oh, hope that this never happens to you.
No, that's good content. Yeah, I think
That's
people will
good
love
content.
that.
Good content. You're gonna make
Actually.
a
Dude,
short
I
out of
just think
this.
about it, bro. The tortured communists playing games for money, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
I know
fantastic.
that sounds
That's
crazy.
content right there, buddy.
That does sound pretty crazy. Okay.
Yeah,
So we're doing it.
we're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Jesse, you can tell Jack to tell them we're doing it. No.
Yeah, Jack will set that up for us,
Okay.
buddy. Yeah.
Okay. And then switching to Lee Chess. I talked to Danny yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and he was not only fine with it, he was completely understanding. He said, "Yeah, dude, our streamer program has always been a giant cluster F. He
Mm-hmm.
said
Wow.
it's just like a disaster. It
I
has
imagine
served
he was relieved, honestly, that we're
it
jumping
has served
ship.
no one. He was like, "Look, I got to keep it like going. He's got some like contracts with Twitch or whatever. Like they have to like keep the ball in the air or whatever. But like because we're friends, he's like, dude, just let it go. It's fine." So, I don't really see any obstacle. I mean, basically tomorrow we could switch to Lee Chess and it would be fine. But I think maybe stick with May 1st for to have just sort of like the big 4.0 explosion or whatever.
Well, and also, I'm a little unclear what Lee Chess is going to give us, dude. I don't want to just go in there and start using Lee Chess. I want Lee Chess to give us something, dude, because we're going to be promoting Lee Chess, so they need to give us something, dude.
Dude, they're communists. They don't really have much to give other than love and
Well,
users.
hold on. Check this out, Jesse. Here's what they can give us. An ability to set up a position, easily and play it against someone, right? Ability
Okay.
to set up a tournament easily and like
Okay.
just start an arena.
Oh
Uh,
god, Coast is dunking on chess.com the moment we're leaving them. They offer you a functional site, Jesse.
I
yeah,
still want
exactly.
money though. I gotta give us some money,
But look,
bud. The
between
kick is
Kick and the
giving us money.
Lee Chess will give us users and love, right? And Kick will give us, honestly, it's like 4 times as much money as we make right now, just off of the Kick sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kick will be more than enough. Um, and we can always do stuff on chess.com as well. That's the point. We can do stuff on either platform. But yeah.
Yeah. What time is Matan, guys?
9 minutes, bud. We gotta wrap. We
Nine
gotta
minutes.
wrap this
Oh,
meeting up
okay.
Okay. Do we have
All
time
right.
to talk
Let's
about one of
just
these other items or
review.
tomorrow?
Well, let's just review some of like the chess.com chess mafia talking points, just so we know what we want to push in the podcast. And then
All
Right.
right.
yeah.
Well, they
So
asked us to do obviously at least one more, but I don't know if this matters now that we're switching to Lee Chess, but they'd asked us to do one more pod in which we discredit Hans and so separate ones, one each for Hans and Kramnik, sometime in
mhm.
the first in the next quarter basically.
Yeah, that sounds good. I've been dropping hints all the time during the streams that like, Kramnik doesn't know what he's doing, Hans this, Hans that. So
Right.
yeah, that's pretty good.
No, it's pretty
That makes
obvious.
sense.
But I think we want to do it without having them on as guests, right? Just ourselves.
Yeah, no,
Just
definitely don't want to platform
revisit the
them.
topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I think that if we like made up a story where one of them was where like Kramnik was like having an affair or something like that, and like
Uh-huh.
mentioned it in our podcast,
Yeah.
that would make him seem even more dishonest, right? Like he's always talking about cheaters this, cheaters that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We can bring up both the fact that he cheated on chess.com, but if we said that like I was in France last year and like I heard some people talking and like he actually was having an affair, so he's like cheating on his wife as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, that would probably hurt his credibility.
I
Well,
feel like we
yeah.
shouldn't
Yeah.
have to like make stuff up. I think we should just kind of push like the existing narrative.
Yeah.
Let's not go
What do you
after the
think? What
guy
do you think,
guy's
Jesse?
Oh, I think
personally.
it's a good idea. People love to talk about hypocrisy, dude. And yeah, when somebody starts yelling at other people like that, he's not clean.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. So even if it's not factually true, which it
Right.
probably is,
But it
even if it's
probably
not
is
factually
anyway,
true,
right?
it
Like,
gets to the essence of what's going on.
yeah.
Absolutely. You know.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that, and what was the other one we have to cover, Kostya?
Yeah, esports and blitz is the future. I know you guys maybe not super into this, but it is like is what the chess mafia wants. Okay, esports, blitz, fast, exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to start trashing classical chess a little bit more, guys.
I'm not
Well,
doing
once
that.
we go to kick, dude, I mean, yeah, we're gonna be doing
We
blitz
don't
blitz
have
games all the time, dude.
we don't have to do any of these, Kostya. They only give us like $5,000 per, one that we do that hits one of their requests. So like we don't have to do the blitz one. And I think we should have some integrity
Dude,
around
I have an
classical chess.
idea.
That's like
I
our
have an idea.
whole that's our
Check
whole
this out, dude.
thing.
Check this out. What we could start is an online betting thing. So you imagine you got a blitz game, let's say Neiman versus Hikaru or somebody, right?
Yeah.
And we set it up, we get a share of the profits. And then when we're streaming on chess on kick.com, then people can be betting live on the game, dog. They can be betting live on the game and they'll have their engines out or whatever, but they have to still guess who's going to win. And it'll be live betting, so it'll be
Right.
instantaneous.
But we get like
Dog,
a
that's amazing.
percentage on the bets,
Yeah, we
whether
get
they
a
win or
percentage.
whether they get it right or
Yeah,
wrong.
dog. Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
pretty good idea, honestly. I mean, like we
Yeah.
should we
We
should
got to
maybe
roll with that one,
pivot.
man.
Okay, yeah, definitely put that on Jack's list, like the whole betting
Put
thing.
that on Jack's
oh
list,
man,
buddy.
Actually,
that's
it could be
such a
even
good
better.
idea.
Maybe people get tired of betting on like the top players. Maybe they just want to bet on two 1600s,
Yeah,
beat the
That's
dude.
tar out
that's
of each
some
other.
real gambling. That's some real roulette when it's just like hanging queens left and
Yeah,
right.
dude.
Yeah,
Oh
and then
my
you'd have to
god.
judge them based on their profile, and that could be the future right there. Dojo betting.
That's insane. But we have to like figure out how to think about this so like we have to partner on the idea with Kick in a way where they don't just take our idea and run with it, right? Like they can get it cut, we can get it cut.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
that could be our gambling streams. We just have people bet on games.
No, because that would be like a gambling that doesn't even exist. Like, I mean, I don't know
yeah,
them that well, but I have to think that that would be pretty juicy for them. I think that's like the best
yeah,
idea
dude, for
Jesse's ever
sure.
had.
Whole new industry. Yeah, exactly.
That's
Jeez
gonna be massive for
Louise,
us.
man. Dude,
Finally
you
making
can
some
lose
money.
50,000 a month if this works out.
Yeah,
Holy
buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
wow.
Yep.
Okay. Um lastly, maybe we've got like 1 minute to cover this. So we were gonna do the dojo pog champs, right?
Yeah.
And
Pogo
so
champs.
we
And we're
what's
definitely
that?
gonna
Pogo
have betting
champs.
on
Right.
that, dude.
Yeah,
That's
so
really where
Yeah,
we should
have people
debut the
bet.
betting.
we
Yeah,
could
Yeah,
debut the betting on that event
we can
that one.
debut it there.
Yeah.
Dojo Pogo
when
champs.
all the eyes are on it.
Yep.
So, okay, so we'd have to have everything ready by June,
All the
but that
Benjamins
seems
are on it, bud. That's
that
right.
seems totally doable. So what I wanted to tell you was, Jack told me yesterday that Brandon Sanderson got back to him that he's in
Okay.
for Dojo Pogo Champs.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who is
Um,
that?
what?
Who is that? Sorry.
Who is Brandon Sanderson? Like the greatest
dude?
fantasy writer in the world.
Oh,
Oh man.
that's
And
great.
and I mean logically Jack's favorite and my favorite.
Yeah.
You don't know Brandon Sanderson, Kostya?
No,
You read
you can
any
invite
fantasy?
whoever you like. Yeah, yeah, that's cool.
Oh,
I
he
don't
can
I
invite
don't
whoever he
read,
likes, but I
actually.
can't
He's
invite
huge,
Andrew
Kostya. If
Tate,
you
dude. Is that what you're saying, dude?
Well,
Give me a break.
what's that, Jesse?
he's not.
He
I
says you
mean,
can invite anybody, but I can't have Andrew Tate on the pod, bud. What
okay,
this
it's
is
a little
bullshit.
different,
He might
San,
let
I
you
mean,
have Andrew Tate on on this Dojo Pogo Champs.
Not infamous.
Dude, he could play.
He
He
could
could play
play.
in the Pogo Champs,
Could
dude,
play.
He'd
against Brandon and
probably
Henderson.
cheat. We need like
People who
Come
aren't
on.
going to cheat.
monitoring him. You know, he'd
Dude, this guy's gonna rock,
be
dude.
playing stockfish moves.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay,
Damn it,
so
Craig.
but basically, like the key point is every single person who plays in Dojo Pogo Champs has to be bigger and more famous than everybody playing in Pog Champs 6 or 7 or whatever chess.com is on, right?
Oh,
So
easy.
that's the only rule, right? Jesse, you can suggest to us people. You just don't know that many famous people, but if you suggest to us somebody, it's true.
Come on, I
If you
know all
suggest to
kinds
us
of
somebody
famous
with
people,
more followers,
I'm the one getting Andrew Tate on the show, bud.
I
Come
know,
on
I know.
yeah, I
now.
mean, it's true.
but you
Getting
suggest
injured.
to us someone with more followers than anybody in PogChamps, we'll probably take them.
Dude, Andrew Tate's got more followers than all of them, bud.
Yeah.
We got this covered, man.
Yeah.
You know who's very good at chess and actually started DMing me, and maybe I can get him on.
Yeah.
I show speed. You guys know what that is? Very fast, very good at bullet and
No,
blitz.
tell me who is it? Sounds like
This
sounds
guy
like a Gen
basically
Zer.
his talent is that he can do anything like that he's never done before, and he's just amazing at. Like he's never done a backflip before, he just does it. He's never run 40-yard dash, he just does it. He's never played a chess game before, 1700.
But
Dude's amazing.
I can run a 40-yard dash, just not that fast. Are you saying that he's
Yeah.
good at all these things?
Not like that. This guy defeats Olympic athletes in their sport of choice.
No
And he's
way,
like
you're
never
just
thrown a
making
javelin
stuff up.
before. Incredible. Incredible, dude.
And what's the name? I show speed.
I show speed. Yeah.
show speed.
Very fast.
I assume he's a YouTuber.
Yeah, YouTuber.
Okay.
So I think I can get him on. He was asking for like coaching. I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of busy, going to like Europe and stuff, but I think we can do it.
Well, if you're too busy to do the coaching, Jesse or I could do it. I mean, just tell him it's like
Yeah, yeah.
interchangeable-ish.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I should have. Yeah, yeah. I'll forward him to you guys.
Okay, cool. So with Sanderson, I think we got 5 out of 10 slots set.
That's great, dude.
And
Nice.
yeah, good meeting, and we're done just on time for Matan.
All right, man.
Oh wait, hold on. Jesse, are we live?
No, we're not live, bud.
We're not. You're sure, right?
Yeah, we're not live, dude. We're not live.
Oh, okay. Okay. That was just weird. Sorry. All right. Cool. Yeah, yeah. Let's do the pod.
All right.
Oh my God, Jesse,
What?
we are live. You're streaming the whole meeting on Twitch.
No, dude, I'm not. I wouldn't have done that,
Dude, I
wouldn't
see
have
it.
done
It's on here. You're just supposed to record the meeting for us.
that. Not. Oh, I've done
It's probably
so many
muted
things.
anyway. It's all good.
Dang. Okay. All right. I mean, we had so many announcements there. We didn't. Now everybody's gonna know before it happens.
Yeah.
Especially that kick thing. That's amazing. Anyways, all right.
Well, I
I
told you
blew
we
it.
could sometimes stream our meetings. Like it's not like
Yeah, it's
it's not such a big deal when you announce stuff or not.
not that. Well, anyways, let's probably
Okay.
let's go.
Let's
Yeah,
go
we should
talk to
probably go.
Matan.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. And Jesse, turn the stream off, okay, before you go browsing the web or
End it.